Hello and welcome back to another video, and today I actually have a very cool video for you guys. I invented another Cyber-Dragon variant. So everybody over here knows I love Cyber-Dragon. It's my favorite deck of all time. I've been playing it for a very long time, and recently I have been working on this and I call it Cyber-Dinos. Yeah, you heard me, Cyber-Dragon dinosaurs. So this deck is really cool because it oddly does synergize in some very interesting ways, which I will explain in the video. Not to mention that you basically get way more than game every single turn. It's a going second deck, and I can guarantee an OTK with this deck at all times. And you have so many starter cards that it's very consistent, and I think it's also very powerful. So be sure to smash the like button and comment down below what you think of the deck and other videos you guys want to see, and of course follow down the official Instagram of the channel. It is over there. Say hi. I will always say hi back, of course. And of course join my Discord server. I'm always active. Very fun community over there, so feel free to join that and say hello there too. And yeah, 500 subscribers, we are doing videos with face camera, and let's get right into the video. So first off, we obviously have one Cyber Dragon. You're not playing machine duplication. It is a terrible brick, and you really don't need more than one Cyber Dragon in this deck. It doesn't really come up too much, and I can say it's probably the worst one out of all of them. So we just need one Cyber Dragon. It may look weird to some of you guys, but trust me, just try it out, and I can guarantee you guys will love it. Next up, we obviously have triple Cyber Dragon core. Core is very good. The thing about the synergy in this deck is that the fact that the Cyber Dragons are machines, and that the dinosaurs are obviously dinosaurs, which means that it synergizes really well with your double evolution pill, which can banish both. So yeah, that's the reason for that. But core is a very good card, being alone able to like facilitate a Cyber Dragon OTK and stuff like that, which is very cool. Sometimes you don't even touch your dinosaur engine, just go for a Cyber Dragon OTK. Sometimes you don't touch your Cyber Dragon engine, go for a dinosaur OTK, and then of course the majority of the time you'll be going for the Cyber-Dino OTK. That is like really cool. Next up, we have triple Cyber Dragon Nasher. In my opinion, Nasher is actually amazing in this deck. It's basically, in my opinion, better than Core actually in this deck, because by discarding a card, you get something into the graveyard, which is pretty useful. Not to mention the fact that you get a free body in case you want to go into Anaconda and things like that, because those are always really good. Another thing you guys can run in this deck is, of course, Dragoon. I opted not to run it purely because I didn't really see space for it other than like cutting the hand traps, and I didn't really want to do that. But like, Nasher is an amazing body, and you can surprise your opponent by summoning Nasher and then going into Relinquished Anima, stealing their card, because nobody plays around it, and I can guarantee that once again. So yeah, triple Cyber Dragon Nasher, definitely one of the best Cyber Dragons in the deck, not like other Cyber Dragon variants. And then we actually have double Cyber Dragon Hers. We aren't playing Galaxy Soldier in this build. You can, if you want, like cut the 2 Ash, throw into Galaxy Soldier. I don't see the need though, to be honest with you. But yeah, hers is like pretty important, but I wouldn't play more than 2. It's not that important that you need to max out on it, but it's still very good. So yeah, 2 hers, and that is basically our Cyber Dragon lineup. Let's hop into the dinosaur monsters. Obviously, we have the best card in the deck by far, Soul Eating Overraptor. This card is busted. Basically, on summon, all you have to do, you just send your Quatless. Quatless will search your double evolution pill. You're good to go. Or on summon, just grab whatever you want, go with that. Like, there's a lot of ways you can take this combo with Overraptor, because you can send basically any dino from your deck to the graveyard, or add any dino from your deck to your hand. So that's all really good. And in case you want to, you can also go OV into Misk. Misk discard, they can't respond. Misk into your Archosaur. Archosaur popping your baby, grabbing the double evolution pill, which is just like really good in my opinion. So yeah, we have triple Overraptor and then triple Miscellaneosaurus. This card needs to go back to 2 at least, in my opinion. It's a very powerful card, and making basically all of your dinosaur monsters spell speed 4. A thing to note about this card is that your opponent can still ash you, just that the ash doesn't affect it. It doesn't actually negate the effect. So if your opponent tries to ash you and they do it, then it's technically a legal move, so they can't take the ash back, oddly enough. That's a funny thing, like, just so you guys should know. I think it's pretty cool, and you guys should watch out for that, just so you guys know too. You can't take it back after you ash something that has been a Miscellaneosaurus, because it doesn't resolve. It still resolves, but it doesn't affect the actual monster. And of course, obviously, the busted effect about it, you get to summon your Arnim-Adorned Archosaur by banishing it. And obviously, you can summon other things, but most of the time, no, Archosaur is what you are going to be going for. Next up, we have triple baby Ceratosaurus. This doesn't not only synergize with Archosaur, but it also synergizes with, of course, our Lithosagem and our diagrams. So we'll get into those later, but triple baby Ceratosaurus, very, very good card, and the mandatory 3 of in the deck. We have the one Animadorned Archosaur. Archosaur is obviously a very busted card, and it's part of like a combo in the deck. If you guys want to see a combo video, by the way, give this video a thumbs up, and I will do it. Cool, but yeah, so Archosaur is a very, very cool card, and it can pop your baby, it can pop whatever you want. And that brings me to our next card, which is Animadorned Archosaur, or my bad, it is actually Overtext Quatless. Quatless is also a very main combo, which is like a very basic OTK. You just go Overraptor into Quatless, Quatless into Double Evolution Pill, and you're good to go. You know, very OG stuff, but at the same time, it synergizes, and it's actually really, really good in the deck. So yeah, Quatless, and very mandatory in my opinion, but no more than one, because it is obviously, you can always send it no matter what. We have the double Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. We are running 2. You will actually be summoning 2 sometimes, oddly enough, and that's why we also have, of course, our rank 10 trains that we can go into, which is really fun to do. And yeah, so we have the Conductor, and of course, like, yeah, it's just Conductor is really cool. And another fun thing about it is that Mega Fleet is also actually a level 10, and then you can overlay the conductor and of course the mega fleet, making your rank 10 trains, which is really, really cool, and can burn your opponent for game or in time, especially if you didn't have enough for game. Then it's a really, really cool interaction. Next up, we have the one true king Lithosagem the Disaster, which is also actually not a level 10, it's level 9. I forgot about it. I thought it was level 10, but yeah, that's fine. And Lithosagem basically synergizes with your baby Ceratosaurus along with your Dragonic Diagram, being able to pop your cards, and then of course getting rid of your opponent's extra deck cards is also very useful in giving you knowledge on what they're playing. So we do have the one true king Lithosagem, obviously searchable with the one and only Dragonic Diagram. For hand traps, you have double Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Obviously, in my opinion, I think it's one of the best hand traps in the game currently, and has been for the past 2 years, but we really don't have more space than for 2 hand traps, and that's why we are running double Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. We have triple Fossil Dig over here. Fossil Dig grabs you your Overraptor, which is game. It grabs your Miscellaneosaurus, which is game. So obviously Fossil Dig is very good. I can grab your baby too in the scenarios that you want to have a baby in hand. But Fossil Dig obviously is as good as Emergency, if not better, in this specific deck. So yeah, triple Fossil Dig, very, very good card, and I would not cut this ever. We have the one Dragonic Diagram. Diagram pops your baby to grab your Lithosagem. I think that's pretty good, don't you? So yeah, we're actually maxing out on those and running the 2 because we have the Terraforming. So yeah, Diagram, very, very good card, and I would not underestimate this at all. And then the Terraforming, obviously, to grab your Diagram. Next, we have the double Evolution Pill. Double Evolution Pill. Evo Pill summons obviously your Conductor, and that's a very big combo in this deck because you want to spit out Conductor as fast as possible and pair it with a Rampage usually and stuff like that. So double Evolution Pill, 2 of those is very, very good. So double Evolution Pill. We have next up triple Cyber Emergency. Emergency can grab you any of your Cyber Dragons, and I find myself actually not always searching for core because I want mainly my starters to be like Overraptor and Misk. But sometimes I do grab core, but mostly I either grab well, yeah, I grabbed Nasher because Nasher is probably, in my opinion, the best one because it's a free summon, and you can go into Mega Fleet, and then you have like the 2 level 10s you can burn, and you also like get rid of their card, and also Nasher gets something in the graveyard. Just Nasher is very, very good in this deck. And that's what I find myself grabbing with Emergency. Not to mention, it has a very cool second effect where if they negate the activation, you can discard a card, adding it back to your hand, and dumping something into your graveyard. So that's also something to note. Next up, we have the one Cyber Repair Plant to grab any Light Machine monster. Obviously, once again, you will most of the time be grabbing Nasher. Nasher is just really, really good in the deck. The one Cyber Rev System. Rev System revives the monsters in case you want to go into Mega Fleet and stuff like that again, which is really cool. So I do find that Cyber Rev System is actually quite good in this specific build. We have the one Overload Fusion for, of course, our Anaconda, along with the one Cyberload Fusion for our Anaconda, but both of these can be used by themselves too. And that's also why Nasher is very good. It gets you like Cyber Dragons and stuff like that in the graveyard, and it's just very good. And another synergizing point over here is that you banish stuff with Evolution Pill, and then you can shuffle it back with Cyberload Fusion to Fusion Summon. So that's my reason for these cards. Very, very cool cards in my opinion. Finally, the one Cybernetic Overflow, one of the best shop cards in the game. It's non-targeting, no-cost removal, and when it's destroyed, you get to add any Cyber Solid Chop. So yeah, that's pretty good last time I checked. That is it for the main deck. Let's hop into the extra deck. The one Seeger. Seeger is for your easy Cyber Dragon OTK, Cyber Dragon Nova, and Seeger. you're good to go. Seeger and Rampage, that's 12,600 points of damage. You're good to go. And yeah, that's Seeger for you guys. Very, very good card. And a lot of decks actually can't out just a Seeger because of the attack boost, because 4,200 attack is a lot, and yeah, that's pretty good. Next up, you have the one Predaplan for Anaconda. It's a very, very good card, and it pairs you with Rampage and Conductor combo because there's a specific combo that brings out your Conductor and your Rampage, obviously, and that's more than enough for game. And yeah, so the one in Anaconda mandatory in the deck. We have the one Relinquished Anima. Nobody will play on this card, and it is surprisingly really, really good in the deck because you have so many level 1s. And next up, we have Salamangreat Almirage. You can actually swap this out for Linkuriboh, but I opted for Almirage because I can send my core to grave and then grab Repair Plant. You guys know the combo, and so on. But yes, so Almirage. We have the double Chimera Attack Mega Fleet Dragon. It's a level 10, which synergizes with your Conductor and your Train package, along with the fact that obviously Mega Fleet is just busted and your opponent can't respond to it because it's an inherit summon. We have the one Fortress. Fortress is also very, very good. Level 8 is pretty cool, not that relevant in this specific build though, but the fact that you can just send for the field to the graveyard and get your Cyber Dragons into the grave when you need that. Like, if you have 2 Cyber Dragons on the field, just send them off. Like, if you already use your Link Monsters, let's say hypothetically, you can send them off and grab it for your Overload Fusion, grab it for whatever you want. At the same time, if your opponent is playing any machine-based deck, you can just Contact Fuse everything, and that got even better with the new deck Dreadtron, which you can just Contact Fuse your entire board, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have the one Rampage, obviously a main OTK piece and a main part of the combo with our Conductor Rampage OTK. So yeah, and next up for Xyz monsters, we have the one Infinity. Very, very good card, and when you're forced to go first, you go into this. And we have the one Nova. Nova makes this deck not only an amazing for the very easy Cyber Dragon OTK, but also it makes the deck be able to play around Nibiru very, very nice, because if they Nibiru you, then you can summon your Rampage from your extra deck, and you can also decide to run Mikaba in case they Nibiru you, so you basically get the same thing as Infinity. But Nova also is just very good, being able to boost 42, stuff like that, and even up to 63 if you pair it with Seeger. Is just a very, very good card in my opinion. Definitely a mandatory card in the deck. The one Pleiades, because we can. You guys can cut this for Linkuriboh. I opted to run Pleiades. I like Pleiades. Why not? Once again, when we're going first, you might want to make this, right? Next up, we have, of course, the one Super Dreadnought Real Cannon Gustav Max, along with the one Super Dreadnought Real Cannon Juggernaut Lieb. Both of these very good in OTK pieces. The one Abyss Dweller, and finally we have the one Divine Arsenal AA Zeus the Sky Thunder. And that is basically it for the deck profile. I hope you guys have enjoyed. These are some side deck options for you, and if you guys want to see some combo videos, then comment down below and I will get that to you guys as fast as possible. And in case if you guys are wondering how we make our rank 5s because we're only running one Cyber Dragon, yeah, Cyber Dragon and the Rampage, it actually comes up a lot more than you think. And yeah, that is it for this time. I will catch you guys in the next one. Alright guys, smash the like button and peace.